615-2956. It's never too late to learn. Moving on, Oscars recap before we go into more music. So let's get the Oscars. Let's run it down. Let's run this thing down to the ground. Because the thing that was hilarious to me was not in the monologue or the scripted moments of that 3 hour show or about 3 hour show, but in terms of who won. That was pure comedy. Dark comedy for me because I put like $1 bill bets. Thankfully, not I didn't. I wasn't too crazy with it, but I just thought that it was funny that German film won more than The Fablemans, directed by Steven Spielberg. And if I need to explain why that's funny, then it's a Jewish film, and the German film All Quiet on the Western Front. Well, I should get to it later, but if you can tell by the sound of my voice, not it's not my cup of tea. Anyway, according to my ballot, I hit and I missed a lot of times. Well, actually, I think I missed just a little bit more. I actually almost broke even when it came to my predictions. So I guess it wasn't so bad, except like I said, I kept seeing a German film that I personally thought was awful keep winning. So I didn't care for that. But the good news is that I didn't experience that in theaters. I just, like most people, saw it on Netflix and stopped watching like halfway through. But if you were a betting man, do not get mad at me if you actually took my advice in the last, was it 1 or 2 shows ago? I am no Howard Ratner myself, so I simply played it safe with a single dollar bill on each category. But maybe I exaggerated a little bit on Twitter about my wallet getting beat. That's not really true. Anyway, let's move away from me losing money and getting half the predictions wrong, but at least getting Best Picture right. I knew it was going to be Everything Everywhere All at Once. I mean, it was so obvious. I mean, come on. Let's forget about the money. If you bet on the Oscars, whatever. If you lost when you bet on the Oscars, let's move on. Let's go to highlights. Let's go to highlights of the Oscars. Quick recap. Biggest highlight for me, RRR wins Best Original Song. Not to. I love this speech. I mean, that the guy did, Akiravani. I'm actually gonna play it for you.